up, everybody? It's iDude here, and today we are going to go through some of the steps that you might want to take after you've had an accident. Say you and your bike got into a little fender bender, you know, something that maybe left the bike tumbling. Well, if for any reason you feel like your steering is a little bit off, your handlebars are a little bit off after an accident, it may be that your forks are twisted within your triple trees. Today we're going to go over the steps that you can take to try to alleviate the pressure of the forks being twisted improperly. So basically all you're going to need is your bike itself, a ratchet strap, and hopefully a support beam. Somewhere sturdy. So with that out of the way, let's get on with it. In the event you're riding an F4i, like myself, the bolts that you're going to be addressing today are as such. This bolt here for your clip-on. This bolt, I believe, is a 12 millimeter for your upper triple tree. And then, it's going to be a little tricky to show you this bolt, but I'll do it through the bottom. This bolt here is the lower triple tree bolt, and that'll let your fork tube relax. So, ½ inch, which is 13, which is useless. 9/16. So let's just investigate here. Whoa, way too big, yo. Let's try this one down at the bottom. That's pretty good. It seems to fit the lower triple tree. Too loose, and obviously too loose. I'm just going to set that there, hope it don't roll away. Tank dent for the win. Nope, 12 millimeter. Might be a little long. May regret having one this length, but... Alright, well, since the socket we got was fucking huge, I don't believe we'll need any of the extensions I grabbed. So let's see here. Alright, we slip on there pretty easy. We'll just get a wrench, just a 12 wrench for the clip-ons, just because I really don't want to keep digging for a shorter 12. Take all the other tools that you grabbed that we're not going to end up using and just discard them. Well, not discard them, but set them aside or something. Alright. You're going to pull all of your slack over until it's directly under the beam, because that's where you're going to want to center your bike. Alright, mount back on your bike here again. Now what's going on here is you want to have your bike up in the vertical position, and you want to be as center as you can to your strap. Alright, so strap seems to be pretty center to the front left of my triple tree. So let's just run this strap up and under them. Alright, so basically you're going to get all the slack. La-di-da-da-da. Hopefully you guys got a shorter thing than I do. Let's see here. How did I do this last time? Because I definitely didn't go around my electronics. That's for sure. Let's see, where's this end? Alright, that took a minute to figure out. I had to get enough slack through through the triple tree so that it would wrap around my stabilizer without doing too much. But now that this is up, we can pull this piece out of the way. So this is the bike floating. As you can see, it's all willy-nilly free floating. That's what you want. You don't want it lifted up high, but you want it off of the... Oh, this has still got to go up until that front tire leaves the ground. There we go. Now we're floating. Alright, start. And I mean, you could do both sides or either side of this part, really. But, Jesus. Yeah. Ooh, alright, well, I will be the first to say perhaps I over-tightened that clip on the first time around. Once you get your clip on loose enough, there it goes, that they wiggle, you get a little motion, that's what you want. You want the clip-on to have free play. Alright, now that your clip-on is loose, we're going to start with these bolts here, which is the upper triple tree. So we're going to go ahead and loosen those. What we're waiting to hear, and what we're kind of hoping to hear, is a little bit of a crack or a pop when I loosen the triple tree bolts. The reason I'm listening for that is that'll indicate that the forks were under some sort of lateral tension, causing the rebound to not function. Well, I guess it's not that it wasn't functioning. The rebound functioned fine. It just kind of had its moments. But I'm going to do it like I said. We're going to do all four. So I'm loosening right now both upper triple trees. All right. Hand, be able to twist it with your hand. That's how you know you're good. It's going to be a little hard to see, but the next bolt that you want to do is right here, if I can get on it. Alright, the easiest way to get to it is right here through the bottom. And if you look up under your fender, you'll see where the opening is that'll allow you to get at it. We'll move on to the next side. Next one is a little bit easier to see, I believe, for you guys, just because this is the side that the light lives on. Alright. Now once all four of these are loose, you're going to be able to turn your fork tube a little bit. Don't turn it a whole lot. Just kind of give it a little twist to make sure that they're free. Alright, I missed some stuff because I didn't realize the camera wasn't recording. So, essentially what we did was we squared away the front triple tree so that everything lined up nicely. And then we locked down the upper triple tree bolts. Once we had the upper triple tree locked down, the bottom is still loose. What you want to do is with the lower triple tree and your axle loose, you want to bounce on the front end of your bike. Kind of, bring the suspension up and down a few times, and it's going to force the front end into alignment. Damn, that shadow's killing it. But yeah, so it's going to force your front end into alignment, and then just go back through. You're going to want to tighten up your clip-ons. All the way down is where I rock mine. Like I twist mine down into the lock position and then tighten up. Anyhow, after you have your upper triple tree right here locked down, you want to bounce up and down with your lower still loose. This will let the tire come into alignment. going to go ahead and drop the front end down, the rear end, get back on the bike. And what you want to do is you want to get directly over the top of it and just press the bike down. You don't want to go forward, you don't... Alright, that's a pretty smooth return. You'll know that things are good because you'll get a good spring return. Alright, we still have clearance on all sides. Alright, forks are returning. Let's see, tighten up these clip-ons a little more. Rather just make sure that they're in the same locations, or else aligning your front end was for nothing. Alright, all the way in, all the way down. That's maybe not where they're supposed to be, that's just my preference. I bring them all the way down to the triple tree clamp, and then I bring them all the way down towards me. So in and down. Oh, ah. All right. I've got both of those nice and snug. We're not hitting nothing. All right. Now let's see with it back on its kickstand. The front end looks nice and square. All right, all of that looks lined up like the GPR. Lines up to the ignition, lines up to the front very nicely. As you can see, let's try to get that square as possible. The fender and the tire line up real nice. Alright, so to review, you want to lift your suspension up, you want to break your clip-ons free, your triple tree free on both sides, your lower triple tree. Align the upper so that it's square with your tank. Once that is square, you want to tighten up the upper triple tree. Tighten up your clip-ons, this way you have something to torque it with. Set the bike back on the ground, and then just compress your front suspension a few times, and it should draw that front end back into alignment with the rest of the frame. Once that's done, you just tighten up your lower bolts, and that's it. Go back through, obviously, after you do any of this, and make sure that everything is as tight as it could possibly be. And that's pretty much it. That's how you reset your front end suspension after an accident. We did hear a few little poppings. I really won't know until tomorrow when I can get on the bike and actually take it for a ride, whether or not it made a huge difference or not. Just put these tools in the back pocket for now. Miley, I'm trying to record. Come on. I love you. Get out of here with that.